Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? I figured, you know what, today it's the middle of the night. I didn't feel like doing a stream necessarily. I kind of just want to talk. So I figured probably pick a game that really isn't like on the mainstream and all that. I know that's gonna like mess up algorithm like YouTube wise. I don't really care. I just wanted to do something. So rather than uh, just doing like normal stream stuff, I figured I'd do a game I could just kind of play in the background while talking to you guys. So I'm going to do like Katamari just because I know how to play that game for the most part. I've played through it all. I don't have much more to say on that part other than that is what it is. So we will. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Ooh, that is loud. Right. Oh, man. No, I just got done redoing my whole dorm. It's been pretty nice. It took me about 2 hours to do so. So I'm pretty happy overall with the results. I know for the most part that before I had my brother in the dorm. Unfortunately, he didn't make it to the next semester. He uh, decided to drop out, so I got the whole dorm to myself. Rebuilt the whole thing. For a while, I just kept it the same, just because I didn't mind my side how it was. But I decided to redo it. Now I've got all the setup I could ever want, except like no decorations whatsoever. So, like I have microwave, fridge, coffee pot, old kitchenette setup I made. I turned like the old beds into storage shelves because I have a fold I brought in because I'm a tall guy. I do not fit on the little twin XLs. I'll be honest. I'm not only a tall guy, I'm a big guy, so it does not help. So yeah, well, I think it'll be okay if I overwrite the Christmas one here, or I can do CO. I don't even know what CO is supposed to be, but yeah, we'll do the Christmas one. That's fine. We have it recorded forever, so it's okay. But yeah, no. So I realize I have like no decorations in my room whatsoever. Like right above my bed is just a blank white wall. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, why don't I have like paintings or stuff set up and all that? It just feels very bland. Or you know, like if I were to like this was like a house setup like for an apartment or something, I would say, or say I own like a small house, this would probably be like the main setup for it, minus like a couple things with the corners and stuff here. Where I have a chair in the corner because I don't know what to do with the chair, so it's just sitting in the corner with my quote unquote AC setup. There's just two fans for the window. But if I was living in a small cheap home, like if somehow there were homes built kind of like this, kind of like something smaller than a trailer house, this would probably be how I do it. Replacing maybe the two beds with an actual like kitchen set, and yeah, microwave's fine. I mean, microwave's always good. Maybe having a bigger fridge, but the general concept of what I have set up here is, I think, good. But yeah, no, I definitely would not live in a full white house. I mean, I'd probably have some bit more colorful, creative. Luckily, I got a girlfriend that does that, so that's good. I'd probably let her just go ham on the walls with murals and stuff, or heck, even the ceiling itself. I kind of want to like if it was me decorating, I would want a ceiling that's kind of like, if anyone remembers like old AMC or just movie theaters in general, it's like those space ceilings and stuff. The big old echo chamber up above. They had all the, like, the full solar system up there. I would love to have something like that. Katamari does not help with that inspiration, so, you know. Or, yeah, you know, actually, heck, have the Katamari setup where it's like nice, beautiful green landscape on the like ground, but the higher you go up, the more it just extends into space. That'd be super cool. Yeah. Just overall, white, gray, like standard house living. And I live in it where my family for the most part's in real estate and stuff. So, I understand why they do it. It's just, to me, is if I was designing a house, I would very much go for a more colorful approach rather than the standard. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But, I suppose I could skip that, whatever. Maybe someone wants to quickly glance at the chin conversation. But for the most part, oh yeah, I was gonna do this on the actual PS2 rather than the remake. Nah, it's fine. But no, overall, I don't know. I really like I like a lot of like decorations and colors and stuff. Big bright colors is nice. I think I would do that. I mean, just what's the point of having a boring home with just like one or two paintings? Like modern art to me, I don't get modern art. I'm sure I'm not the only person to say that ever. But like less is more is indeed a design that very much comes with a lot of things. Like for example, like Dragon Ball Z, the whole design of like most of the like characters and villains in that, yeah, it seemed like it, but it kind of goes under the idea of less is more, or at least that was. Oh, I wish I remember the writer's name right off the top of my head. That was his philosophy when he talked about it. But yeah, I think overall having oh, you can't flip. Right, I always forget. But like the idea of less is more is fine. I like there's artistic expression to that. Like I don't want to completely dismiss that. But oh, where was I going with that? In general, while I get it and I understand that like modern art's supposed to kind of capitalize on that idea by rather than expressing the actual art itself, like Mona Lisa and stuff, where it takes a strong set of realism, they just go for concepts, ideas. And while I understand that part, I think we've gotten to this point where we've gotten too far, you know? Just simplifying it to just simple shapes or just polka dots, like, to me, that's, like, in a sense, it's art. I'm not gonna deny that. Like, anything and everything could be art, but at the same time, that's ridiculous. Do I want to go as large as possible here, or do I just want to end this early? I don't know, we're here for the long run. But, yeah, no, so overall, I think stuff like that's, like, silly, ridiculous. But, honestly, at least we do have art and stuff. I just wish we integrated art more into, like, especially here in America. Like, America, you have certain, like, historical areas that use a lot of art, like, in their design. Like, you have these beautiful, beautiful street lamps and stuff with, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but like intricate designs on the lamps and stuff. Like you have these beautiful swirls that come up and around that hug the light, and the light shines brightly through, creating these beautiful shadows on the ground. Like we don't get that in modern day. Like for the most part, especially around the Midwest here, it is just giant street lamps that all have the same steel look to them. Big old pole that goes up, stretches out, and there's a light hovering over it down. Like if you're lucky, it's wooden. Like, but unless you're in like downtown in the middle of the Midwest, there's just like not much to see out here, like looks wise. And I kind of wish we had that uh, philosophy overall of just putting art into things. I know it's much cheaper to industrialize it and set it up as this big old industry where you can easily recreate and reproduce lights. I get it. As a programmer, I get it, because you want to keep the bare bones for programs and stuff for that too. But even then, we like to spice stuff up when we make things. Like we don't. Heck, even the basic Koopa Troopas and red Koopa Troopas have like intricate design to them when you go remake them. They aren't all in the same place. You gotta use them for creative ideas. Like some of them ledge guard, others are out in the middle about. Some you use the red ones to kind of block walls. You use the green ones to teach you about the red ones as they fall on. Like even there's artistic expression in that limitation, but at the same time, just like especially I think Wonder is doing a great job with that. I haven't fully played the game just yet. But like having the Piranha Plant sing dance to all this, like every level now feels like this creative mess that's perfect for like what it needs to be. Like seeing each of the so far the levels I have seen, like there's the black and white one with the new like Wonder Flower that makes it so it's all nice and rainbow. You got like even just level design in general like that really does speak a lot. And it's not like too much in the background's been reprogrammed differently. It's just a lot of the visuals and stuff. And I think visuals is what we need right now. Or like artistic expression in games is what we need. I mean, I gotta say, like Palworld designing its own creatures and stuff, I know that's a bit controversial because it also just rips directly from the initial concepts of Pokemon and stuff like that. But you can't deny that it isn't. Oh, I thought the game crashed there. I don't know if my whole computer slowed down for that or what. But yeah, no, I'm just shocked overall that it's taken this long for like a true clone of Pokemon, like to take its own artistic expression on it. Oh, my first crash? What do you mean? I just bumped. But yeah. Oh wait, I haven't even got the present yet. What am I doing? Yeah. Unless I did. No, I didn't. There we go. Sorry, I wanted to focus up on that real quick. But I'm surprised people haven't taken that idea and really gone through with it. Like, you have a lot of like fan games that like imitate Pokemon itself, but rarely do you see someone like go out of their way, really try to recreate Pokemon well and do it well at least. Get that like big enough recognition like Palworld did. I kind of wish we had more of that. Because people like to just directly rip Pokemon because, well, it's Pokemon. I suppose there's a sense in that anytime you try to make a game like Pokemon, it's just going to be called a Pokeclone immediately. Stuff like that. But I think there are games that can do it very well. Like I've seen even like the modding community and stuff for Pokemon, which the Nintendo is not as big of a fan of, but I'm a big fan of like the idea of Pokemon Uranium or even Pokemon Fusion having its own plot line. It's incredible to me. And like the creative idea of fusing two Pokemon together to do stuff, that to me is super fun. They basically took Digimon DNA, like DNA evolution mixed with actually merging the Pokemon. and it's pretty cool. Yeah, let's get a slip here real quick. Bam. I suppose I can just do it when they call for me again, but why not? I'm still sad they nerfed Ace. No longer, like, his whole model swap like lore is still in the game, yet for some reason they just didn't give him the spike. Oh well. I don't know why they did that. That just seems so bizarre to me, because they did it to Kuro too, right? They made Kuro like not have both of his antenna for some reason. That one I don't even get why they did that one. But oh. Suppose it makes no difference to me. It's Katamari. I like a lot of the new features they did add to the game, although I kind of wish they kept the sped up audio and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm a broken record talking about that. But overall, not having that the game just feels off having the like deeper, slower sounds and stuff. Not that I think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think remastering or remixing the volume is fine. But there's not much to it overall. Whether or not you want to keep the audio or not, that's just a small qualm of mine. I suppose if I want the original audio, I can just go play the original game. So I think if I am going to 100% Katamari, I think I am going to do it in this one, just because you can have the mixed playlists and stuff. Oh wait, why did I think I was big enough? Sorry, I'm getting a little off track of like the whole Pokemon thing, but I think I said mostly what I was going to say. It's just, in general, I'm shocked it took that long for like something like Power World to actually pick up and go. You kind of had stuff like Pokemon Black and Blue that like tried to recreate it, ended up like ultimately failing, but that was just because Pokemon Black and Blue literally ripped directly from Pokemon. Like, you can't, if you want to make a game like Pokemon, you can't just directly take from it. You have to have strong inspiration of your own when making a game like that. Otherwise, it's just going to come off as a shallow money grab. I think we're seeing a lot more of that now. Like, I think people are seeing the new idea of like putting like the difference between passion put into a game versus just money poured into a game. Because I mean, Baldur's Gate I think gave a great example of that, along with just in general. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. But oh my god, what was I talking about? Why is my brain drawing a blank here? Oh, but yeah, you can see a drastic difference between like people putting passion into something and people pouring money into something. Like, I think even with art, like modern art, you can see that too. Like, yeah, people who are just in it for the money or just in it to like invest dollars into something considered art. And so you have like artists who draw very simple designs and stuff just for people to do a quick tax write-off and stuff, which I know that's unfortunate, but that's just kind of how the system rolls right now. But compared to like people who take time and passion, even though they have way less of a budget, way less of just about like everything in general, they do it just because they have a passion to express their emotions into something, or express their story, or show what they see. They're just expression. Very, very strong amounts of expression, unfiltered. And to me, I find beauty in that, where the limitation's only in what you have and what you're using to express something. And so with that, just in general. I'm glad we're seeing that in the community and like not just accepting. I mean, I think I've heard some people try to defend like Diablo 4 and stuff, and I don't even know how you can mentally do that, like jump through that kind of loop to do that. But people do it. It's bizarre to me. Missing some major stuff here. I don't. Still, it's just. Oh, really? I didn't realize I missed that. Alright. But yeah. No, I mean, in general, like, art is something, like, that should be just not money tagged, or, like, video games is one of those things. I think a lot of people, like, make argument that it's just a waste of time. To me, there's an art to both sides. I consider video games an art. Like, there's a way to express, for not only the player to express what they do, like as games have shown over and over again, when even like stuff like Skyrim and stuff, you have people making their own OCs and stuff and making lore for them. Like I did it when I was a kid. Like it's just, you have stuff like that, or you have games that flat out just describe, or like that write a story for you, or you write the story yourself. Like you have Little Big Planet, which is completely designed on the idea of creativity, and it's stuff like that's beautiful. Or like even Katamari has some moments like that too. You're building snowmen and stuff, or heck, what you roll up as a Katamari. No one Katamari is going to be the same. It's all expressed based on where you go, what you pick up, what you do, and there's a lot of artistic expression in that, which I honestly love. But you have games like Diablo, which try to like capture that and steal you with emotion, which I'm glad we're growing aware to that. I'm sure not everyone is aware, and whoops, I should have stayed up there. But it's one of those things where it's like, why try to do something like, well, what put someone in someone's head to capitalize money over like satisfaction of making a game? I can't wrap my head around. Like there's a point where it's like, I gotta make money to live, and so I make stuff that's just designed to take your money because I have to. But you got people in such high ups, like you have these huge donors that donate like money to games and want more money to come out of games, and that's it. That's their whole incentive the whole time. Like, what pushes someone to want to think like that, you know? Like, I understand, in a sense, there's a bit of freedom that comes with money, but when you already have, like, $1 billion studio that can make, you can pour billions of dollars into games with your high enough budget, what's the point of even, you know, wasting that budget to make a game that just fishes more money? They're no better than like shovelware. Put it bluntly, like I don't understand that. Like, you see it with like Call of Duty, you see it with Diablo now. Maybe even 3 probably has stuff like that. I don't know. But it's just like the whole idea of the like DLC is what I think really started like pushing this. You have so many games that make these like unfinished beginning parts. I almost feel like you bought a demo for $60 and then start trying to sell like additional add-on content for that game. You have games that do it well. You know, like I would say, oh no, this actually never mind. I don't think I had in time. It does actually have DLC. I think they're just modding. Never mind. Ignoring that example. But you have stuff I would say like, I think Breath of the Wild does it okay, where you have the main experience that you paid full $60 for, as you have a full game. It ain't no like half price game. That is very much you are getting what you paid for, and then on top of that, there's DLCs and stuff for additional content to add on to that. Now, to me, do I think Master Mode should have just been like a additional thing for the game? Yeah, but honestly, I don't blame them for having that as like an additional thing. Like, for those who want the extra challenge and those craving the extra challenge, there's a little price tag for that. But like, or actually, I think the best example of that one was a pretty shabby example. I think a better example would be like, let's take Fallout New Vegas, for example. I think that's probably where I can get the best example here. Fallout New Vegas, you have a full game. Granted, functional is debatable if you're not modding it, but you have a full game. And I don't blame, by the way, I don't blame Obsidian for that whatsoever. They were on a super tight budget making that game. I completely get it. But, and their deadline was super low, like budget was low, deadline was low, like that. I'm shocked how well the game they did make with what they had, to be honest. But, I mean, you have the modding community and stuff to fix that, and maybe that's a wrong way to think about it. It should be fixed in the first place. But this is a time, like, before updates are a real thing for games, where they're like, oh, we'll fix it in post with a live game service. Or early access and stuff like that, which, I was gonna say, I'm okay with, like, I don't know. Early access to me is kind of like Kickstarter, where I think the practice is fine, so long as you aren't, like, fishing for early access purchases, and you're actually trying to improve your game. Like, you're trying to go release it a little early, just so people can get, like, see what the game is about, and then purchase the content for it. Like, Power World, I think, does it fine, but not fine. But because Power World itself is just designed to pull in as much money as possible. I mean, isn't that what the creator said or something like that? But yeah. Overall, what am I trying to say? But yeah, the games shouldn't be designed like the point of all of this, the point of like the DLC, the live service games, all that. Like, games shouldn't be designed with these ideas to make, like, to just rob you more money. I understand you're trying to make money on the side, but games first should come, much as art should come first, as like a means to express. Whether it's the player expressing through what they do, or whether it's the creator expressing a story to you. Like, I think that's pretty much what we need. Sorry, I had that horrible voice crack there in the middle. That's a little embarrassing, but that's alright. Well, probably not my best run of that level, but granted I was doing a lot of talking. Still, it's just, it is one of those things that I think, like, games should be, like, on top of anything else. Like, maybe I'm a fool for thinking like that, especially in this era where, like, capitalism is the strongest thing to have. And suppose we're not in, like, the Renaissance era where everything can be done just through expressing and you have the ability to express. But I don't know. That's just, I like the idea of being creative, you know? That's coming from a guy who's, like, partly autistic. Like, I like creativity. It's just, we need more of that in my life. Like, in life. I don't know why I said in my life. In life. We need more of that in life. So. Oh, yeah. Like, take Katamari for example. Look how bizarre this game's, like, art style is. It's probably, like, I don't think there's anything else that could describe the art style of this game other than Katamari. Like, it very much screams its own personality. You're not gonna go, oh, Katamari is this collector clone of Chip's challenge when he goes to go grab keys. No, you're not gonna say that. You're gonna say Katamari is Katamari because that is what people initially like went into, what people love about just this game in general, what Bandai Namco made, or Namco at the time. When Namco made, people are like, that is its own personality, but people put passion into that. That was not just one person's artistic idea. And perhaps maybe like the style itself was, but there's a ton of people that go into making this game. A whole team that goes into making the mechanics feel nice, making the game look good, making sure the 3D models look nice, the 2D models, all of that. But you are very much witnessing what happens when a bunch of people come together to fulfill one like art project. One very beautiful art project. Very much like how we have stuff like Michelangelo's I forgot what the feature was called. I don't know. I'm drawing a lot of blanks today. Granted, it is like 12:30, so it makes sense. But I don't know. We got on a huge art tangent here, so I mean, I'm down for it. But you know, I say we, it's mostly just I this time around, huh? But still. Oh. I like the idea of art. Like, I wouldn't want to shut down art. I don't know why. Like, again, like, when it comes to modding and stuff, I completely get if mods are, like, solely trying to sell for money and stuff, then you have all rights as a company to take that down. I do not think a mod, like, should be used to, like, take money unless, like, you're involved with it, obviously. But with stuff like, for example, like Pokemon mods and stuff that like Pokemon is constantly taking down, constantly fighting in the modding community. I understand that they had one major idea for a game, and I suppose a lot of other companies, like I think Nintendo's the biggest like perpetrator of this. Or if they see mods or they see something that isn't involved with their Nintendo branded, happy-go-lucky, exactly how their content wanted to be designed, they are, for some reason, go out of their way to try to shut down. And I'm not sure why they necessarily do that. It not only hurts, like, I think this is probably the biggest one to talk about, but like, Melee. I think Melee is a great one to talk about this with. Because, for some reason, because there aren't Nintendo-sanctioned tourneys, rather than Nintendo like kind of coming in going, hey, we kind of want to cut in that, they instead just completely shut down tournaments all around, all the time. Whether it's Smash, whether it's Melee, or whether it's Smash Ultimate, whether it's Melee, like, it does not matter to them. If it is not Nintendo sanctioned, it is not acceptable to be used like in tourneys. I'm glad they kind of opened up / inversed opened up where now you have to have like a license to do tournaments and stuff. But even still, there's some huge regulations on like what you can do in a tournament. Like, they just want, for some reason, their personal sanctioning on this stuff, and I don't get it. I suppose, and Disney's another huge one. They've been fighting forever to get Mickey Mouse off of the public domain for so long. Like, why do that? Why are you so afraid of people making like a Mickey Mouse horror movie? Let them express themselves. Let people like have that like artistic expression, just in general. Just the whole idea of like locking people down just makes no sense to me. And perhaps I'm a broken record talking about the same concept, just different flavors here. But I mean, it's just, I think it's an opinion a lot of people have. I'm certainly not the first one to think it. I don't know. It's just... maybe my brain don't work as good. Doesn't think right on that. I don't get it. I really don't. But oh well. Suppose it's not for me to know. Did I already grab Marnie and stuff? Or... No, I did not. Man, this is probably like one of my worst runs of the water level ever. Or at least in a long time. But that's alright. I still have no clue, by the way, like to this day, I still have no idea how you're supposed to get this normally, other than like just try and dash at it. Like how on earth do you get that duck? Like are you supposed to like do something like this and then dash into it? Oh my god, that was actually so shockingly close. I think that's honestly the intended way. Holy cow, that might actually be the solution. Oh well, not there. This is what I've always done, which is just dash in and try to bounce off. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was the shot. Oh, that one was going right into it too. Oh well. That one's one we can always do later. So, I'm not worried about it. I can always just do it in time if I need to. So, no worries. It's not going anywhere. But yeah. So, sorry for going on a rant. Well, I guess I'm not sorry. I'm happy to be able to rant and talk with you guys over topics like that. I am sorry if it looped over and over, just kind of bashing the same topic over and over. That I apologize for. But why did I take the longest way to get over here? There's some things that I do kind of miss when it comes to, like, sorry, allow me to take a step back. Everything in the world has gotten so much faster. And I mean a lot faster. I mean, we are now at this point where we can instantly send messages to people across the world. Word travels faster through text rather than through lips alone. Like, it is insane how fast the world is moving right now. It is always moving at that speed now because of it. And with that, I am not sure how to feel, to be honest. Because I think there are moments where we do need to just remember to take a step back and, like, enjoy life for a brief moment. Like, even my family and stuff is caught in that. I get caught in it all the time. Like, right now, I feel like a pinball machine, to be honest. I'm bouncing around left and right all the time. Try to, like, go to school, like, try to help my girlfriend out because she was getting a crown, had to help her with that. Bouncing there, bouncing back, bouncing all around, just constantly having something I have to do. Not a moment in time where I could sit back and take a quick break. It was just all guns blazing for a brief moment. For every brief moment in time. It's only like right now where I'm sitting down playing a game. Even right now, it's not like I'm doing nothing. I'm playing a game. Fully fully playing a game. Like, I'm not immersed in it, but I do it because I have ADD and it helps me focus. So, like, but all the time is just, we have so much stuff going on throughout our days. And it's very hard to take that moment, take a step back, and just relax for a minute. Like, I'm glad I'm playing a game I can play a bit brain dead here, just so I can talk. Take a moment to just, sit back. Like, I'm not really worried about this video getting a ton of views. Actually, I'm not even worried about that in the first place, but my main point is, like, it's just, we're here having fun. Like, if this video somehow gets out and reaches out to someone, that's good. I'm glad someone was able to hear it. This is more just for me, though. Just kind of talk out. Relax. Play a game. I've played ever since I was 1, so... Well, not even that, probably. Since I was born. Like, honestly. Pretty much known this game. And I'm glad I can sit down and, it's weird that this could potentially become a career if I really wanted to focus down and grit my teeth into it. Okay, that's not even fair. You can't crash when you get to the present. But, overall, just, like, the fact that you can have a life like this where you can kick back, relax, that's nice. I would like that. My whole goal right now is I'm just gonna go into, probably main job's gonna be like software development, but I'm on the side I'm gonna do like full-fledged game development. Whether it's me doing all the artwork or not, I mean, you guys have seen my art. It's not all the best, but if I have to do that to make a game run and function, I'm totally down for that. I want to be able to see and, just express my own ideas on like what a game should feel like, and maybe not exactly how games should be played. I think a game should be played however you want it to play. But give up my own like little ideas, thoughts, like write what I want to write, And I've done a lot of writing. I've done writing since ever since grade school. I used to write a ton. I got embarrassed in middle school and like threw it all out, but I mean, I wish I didn't, honestly. You regret stuff like that. Trust me, if you are that young enough to question whether or not you should start throwing stuff out in pure embarrassment, want to just throw everything away, don't. Like, cringe is one of those things that people run from like the devil, but it is honestly that thing that makes you unique. Like, it is something you do not want to just throw away. Wow, I've done everything up here and haven't even gone down yet. We're out of time. Man. But yeah, whatever you do, like, don't throw that away. That's a part of you that you're throwing away, that you're going to forget in the future, and then think back on and be like, man, I really liked writing stories, and then just pain will come across as, wow, I got 90%. Holy cow. If I went down there, I think I 100'd it if I just had a little more time. Wow, I did not realize I got 90. Well, that was just rolling and talking. But, yeah. Don't toss stuff out like that. Like, but even if you hate it and just want it to go away, lock it up. Like, put it in a box forever. Don't destroy it. You will strongly regret that. There's of course times where you can't forever hold on to art and stuff, but we have the internet now. Like, just save it onto a cloud or something. Honestly. But back in my day, we didn't really have that. I wasn't really allowed to use a computer all that much other than school computers. So, embarrassment just tossed it all out. I didn't have anywhere to lock it up. And even if you don't want to put it on the internet, or even like at the risk of someone being able to data mine something like that, just put it in a locked box with a key that you can only unlock it with, stuff like that. Do it the old-fashioned way. But whatever you do, don't throw stuff like that out. Assuming you have the room to hold on to stuff like that. Like, if it's really taking up that much space, I completely get it, but try to hold on to everything, at least. So. I don't know what other tips I can give other than that. That's probably like one of the most important things in life is try to hold on to those moments. If you have to let them fade to the past, that's fine. It's okay. If your house ends up burning down and you lose all that precious history, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna like actually fail this, right? Okay. I rolled up literally nothing. But yeah, try not to let yourself get caught up in like in your emotions trying to just burn it all just to burn it all. Don't do that. Try to hold on to it at least as much as you can. Like, that's a part of you. If you really need to put it in some time capsule and bury it in the sand for 50 years and find it later, so be it. If you really need to forget about it then and there and have to like get rid of all the stuff because you have too much, I don't know what to say. Like, if that's the case, so be it. And it's okay to do that too. Live life how you want to. But just saying, a lot of stuff you can hold on to and see and watch yourself grow. Literally seeing a window, like, kind of the idea of life flashing before your eyes, but not quite with the death part. You just sit back and see it. Just sit back and watch yourself grow. Like, I just dug up an old internet archive of mine where I wrote poetry back in high school, and I looked at it, I was so embarrassed by it. But honestly, like, you can see what I wanted to do, where I was going with that. Like, I was very passionate about it at the time, so. And being passionate about that's okay, even if it is not all that good. Taking pride in your work is something you should do. Which so far, I know these aren't the best videos of all time, but I feel doing these recordings and stuff with you guys, to me, is a ton of fun. I have a lot of fun doing this. I take very much big pride in making thumbnails and stuff I do. And taking pride in overall just sitting down, recording, having a chat. I like doing that. Is it always the best time to do it? No. I mean, I've tried setting up a schedule. It's not perfect or anything. If you guys really want to see like all that, if you go Twitch under the same name, On the Ninja, like I try to be on there every day of the week. I just wasn't able to today because I was a bit busy. But yeah. And if anytime I'm not on Twitch, you'll always find me here. So got a ton of old archive videos here. So, well, I say old, but we literally just started. Like, this is the beginning of something like huge. I'm excited to do that. Oh god, I actually think I just doomed myself in. Uh-oh. Sorry, I gotta focus on the game for a minute. I'm getting a little distracted here. But yeah. But no, like I'm happy to be able to do this with you guys, you know? To just sit down, play a game, have a chat. Like, I really don't need to commentate on this game. I think the game speaks for itself more than I can talk for it. I'd just be doing the, oh my god, no way! Guys, look, I'm rolling up a mushroom! Like, you guys don't want to hear that all the time, so glad I'm able just to play this game, sit down, chat with you. This is some great background distraction while doing it, though. But this is basically a podcast when you really think about it. I think this game will always kind of be like that. The shock and awe of this game is kind of gone for me. I've played it one too many times. There's only one thing I haven't done. Actually, I talked about it when we were doing the Christmas stream. that Chris's stream just a little bit ago, so I suppose maybe it's not all there. Still, I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube, but the only thing I haven't done is beat the final level. I don't know if I ever will. I might do it on stream. I think that's probably my main goal one day, is to fully 100% this game on stream with you guys. I'm honestly on the final level, and if I am going to start doing it, I'm doing it on that account. I'm not doing it on this. I'm already so far in on that one that I'm just going to do it there. I feel like it'd be nice for you guys to see the beginning going up to it. I know I've already done all these levels already, but that was back before when my recording software wasn't all that the greatest, and my microphone super mumbly. I think having it like this is nice for both of us. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that yet, because I need to go up here. Oh yeah. But yeah, I really think, just in general, that oh, what was I saying? But yeah, I'm happy to be able to record stuff like this for you guys. I know I had an extra minute there, but honestly, I don't care. I think I don't want to sit there for another 60 seconds. But yeah, to chat with you guys, like, honestly, this is probably not becoming a career, at least not anytime soon. Like, I'm still gonna go do what I love best, and still go into school and go into computer science and stuff. But I'm still gonna do that. But it's nice being able to sit back and, you know, just put words out onto the internet, you know? Like, just put my thoughts, my ideas. But it's somewhere where it's probably not going away for a long, long time, not until the internet itself dies. Not until Google dies. Which I don't think Google's dying anytime soon. So, with that, if the internet does go out and somehow Google does fall apart, I suppose it was just meant to be. At that point, we're probably doomed and the world's blown up and falling apart. But that's okay. What was that extra dialogue? Oh, that was weird. Oh, yeah. Even in stuff like this, you have someone who modeled like all the pieces to each of like the levels in this. Sorry, I'm going back to the art thing. But you had someone who modeled all these little candy pieces. Whoever built the level itself had their own artistic design like on the level itself. I don't think the main developer of the game like had a grand idea of what this was going to turn into. Stuff like that. I think the only one that he really had a grand idea for was the second level here. But this is just such a cool concept, you know? Like, the fact that this game is the way it is just amazing. And that people like are able to use the pieces and stuff to make whatever they want. Now I have 100% of this level. I'm not going to this time around, I'll be honest with you guys right now. I just don't have to do that. I wonder the stress of doing that. I have that on my other account. Oh yeah. So, what was I going about before? I was talking about how I enjoy streaming with you guys. We were talking about the art and like how having all these cute little designs and stuff like for each of the pieces to make into something like this. Because I'm sure they were not all in the same room making this. Like this is something you just kind of had to go with the flow on. I really do hope that there's like a stage making like software eventually coming out. I kind of want to mod Katamari myself. Go out of my way to, you know, finish up this game. Or like make my own like big old mod pack for it, but that's a time for a different day. I would have to do it with my own assets that pulls these assets but doesn't use them. Stuff like that. Or like code patches, I think is really what I'm thinking about. But yeah. No, overall, I like stuff like that. There should be a Katamari Maker though. I'm surprised they haven't done that. I thought they were going to do that in Katamari Forever, and they ended up not. But being able to build your own levels would be so cool, honestly, in my opinion. That might be hard to do, but it'd be fun. A lot of fun. I think you can get a lot of creative people coming in on Katamari. You have people doing creative stuff all the time in games. Like, back on that topic of art, like we were talking about Little Big Planet stuff. The one game that has blown my mind on creativity was Minecraft. At the time, I thought on such a physical level at 10, at age 10, when like I was really hearing about Minecraft for the first time, 2010. Hadn't rolled in just yet. Wait, no, that can't be right. It couldn't have been 10 then. But like right around when not the alpha, but beta first came out, and my oldest brother was playing it. I saw that he and my second oldest brother were both playing it. I don't know if I want to give names just yet. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But they were both playing, and my oldest brother made a castle, and that to me was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, how'd you do that? Where'd you get this like fire and stuff? Or why are these blocks forever burning and stuff like that? But it was just, why are we playing Katamari Holiday again? I literally forgot what level I picked. Oh, is this the old man? It's probably the old man. Or the gentleman. But, yeah, no, overall, I'm just shocked on how much passion was put into, like, Minecraft and stuff, like, afterwards. Because at the time, I went in and I was just building houses, because I like building houses and stuff. I made myself a little shack using like upside down stairs and stuff. I was pretty proud of myself. And then, like, later in my life, like about a year passes, and I'm hearing that people are like learning how to program Java, or like figured out how to get the code for command blocks and stuff, or making entire levels and building games within it, kind of like Little Big Planet. And that just, like, the moment Little Big Planet like was making logic gates and stuff, was like, okay, they're going crazy here with stuff like this. And you're able to make your own machines and stuff that you can fully customize. They can play games off those machines. I knew Little Big Planet was gonna explode because of that. That's weird. I'm not gonna be able to like show my kids like what Little Big Planet is. Cause isn't the servers all shut? Oh, maybe 3 is still up. But that's an experience I think like everyone at some point needs to have. Is a game that expresses that amount of creativity for you to do whatever, like absolutely whatever the heck you want. Like, stuff like that is just incredible to me. I feel like we got less done in this one than we did the Christmas stream. Maybe I played longer. Maybe I played for 2 hours in the Christmas stream. I don't remember. I just remember we had a ton of technical difficulties, and this game was running at like 5 frames a second sometimes. It seems to be running just fine now. I fixed all my problems with the computer, as far as I know. But man, overall, it's just I I'm sorry, I feel like I went back on the tangent again, but expression like that, like just a lot of games do that now these days, and it's so cool to watch, like a game that was survival Minecraft turned into this game that people have absolutely broken over and over again. Like even back when Notch had it, like people are figuring out so many things, like it's not just like creativity wise building things, but like people were making map designs for that game and making it, teaching people like exploits in the game and like how to do insane stuff that I wouldn't have thought of in a million years. Like the cobblestone maker. At one point people figured out how to make an obsidian maker, which I thought was super impressive. I'm pretty sure that's all patched now, but people like these days are using what, end rods to duplicate diamonds now? Like every day I look back at that game and there's just something new that is happening all the time. Or people are making contraption or like using command blocks to do just about whatever you want to that game. You can make the game into whatever. I just remember people were making obbies, basically making Roblox obbies, but for Minecraft. Like that was to go from that era to like where we're at now, where before it was people were throwing in some extra code to like make fancy text and stuff, or like make customable items that let you jump higher and things, to now full-fledged like other games through Minecraft. The same with Little Big Planet, like both of them. It is incredible to watch that. To grow up and watch that. This ever-expanding like creativity in these games. It's happy. It makes me very happy to see that. I know I'm not all that old. I'm only, what, 21? But still. I'm in the prime of my life, I think, like one of the right times here. Sitting with a lot of ideas in my head, but right now it's just time. I feel like time's constraining me, which is not going to be the thing in a few moments here. Because well, college is done and I have all the time I want. It's going to be, money's going to be the only constraint, and I don't care if money's a constraint. That's fine. I'm just going to do whatever at that point. We have a good few years. Hopefully I'm not ending up like living in my parents' basement for like all that time, though. I do want to eventually move out. I'm sure I'm not the first person who have done that, though. If that was what happened. And right now, I'm just living in the dorm. My plan is pick up a summer job, pay well, store a bunch of that money. Honestly, like, pay rates are crazy right now, though. So I don't know about that. Because, I don't know, like, I thought rent was gonna, like, you know, stably go up, but it has gone up so exponentially, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do just yet. So we'll see about that. Oh. I think that girl's going away. Yeah. No, hopefully, like, eventually the economy, at least here in America, stables out. Because right now, without how crazy it's been, I'm not sure what I'm going to do getting out of college. I might have to end up living in my parents' basement for a little longer. My dream is to move out the moment I was done, but I suppose it'll be fine. Oh. Man, I'm way ahead of pace right now. I didn't realize I had 4 minutes to work with here. Why do I have 4 minutes? Oh my god. That's so much time. But yeah, no, overall, like, if that's what I have to do, so be it. That's what I have to do. I'll figure something out. Hopefully I can get creative enough to figure something out. That's fine. Sorry, I'm getting a little real with you guys here. Like, I assure you. Actually, to be honest, I really don't know how long I'll stream. I want to stream for a while. Like, it'd be a fun hobby. But I'm definitely, or at least I definitely don't aim to make this a job. If this somehow does become like the highest paying thing I do, then so be it. I'll do it. I'll move to full time with this, where suddenly views start becoming. I have to actually make money. I don't have to live like that just yet. Because I like doing what I'm doing. That's not. I don't think I'm gonna deny that. Like, this is fun. If this is what I had to do to make money, like, that's insane. That's an insane job to have. Like, I think Mark and them are all super lucky to be able to just sit down and play a game and talk and be able to make a ton of cash like that. It's very, like, inspirational, the fact that you can do almost anything and get paid this day and age. But still, it has me a little worried if I were to have to make this a full-time job, because then I feel like it would just end up doing kind of what it does to MatPat, where it just puts a whole wave of stress of me like having to make more videos and like trying to focus on views over like just having fun. I don't want to do that. If I ever do somehow get affiliated with YouTube and they start trying to pay me, I am not, like, I'll put in a little more work, but I'm not changing what I'm doing. I'm gonna do what I want to do and have fun, just for the most part. That means start 15 million different projects and games and ending up not exploring them as much. So be it. But no, I don't plan on quitting this anytime soon. If it really does just become I get super time constrained, it'll be a pause. It won't be a quit. I'll eventually get back to it, even if it's like 5 years later. I don't care. But was it 1 a.m.? Alright. I think this is probably the last one. I don't think I can keep going. Well, I do gotta say, thank you all for watching. I certainly appreciate it. Like, I'm a little shocked. My last video got like 40 plus views, and I don't know why. That was a weird jump from like the occasional 12 and stuff. Like most of the time, I get like maybe an extra view on some of these videos. But for some reason, my Mario All Stars video, which a crazy thing did happen in that video. It was not just like I assume the algorithm noticed something was weird with that video, and that I was super excited during it and very high pitched. It must have just started sending that around because that was a crazy video. You guys should go check that out. I might put that in the suggested here. But there's stuff like that. But yeah, with that, actually here I got a pretty good outro for this. And with that, I'll see you guys another time. Bye bye. Or maybe. There we go. Yeah. And hopefully I might play more Katamari in the future. Usually it's gonna be like anytime I'm not streaming, just so I can just sit down and chat. Or maybe I might stream it. Who knows? But it's not usually content like people want to see on the live. But yeah. To those who did find this out in the wild, hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm happy for you. Congrats on making it here. And yeah, I'll see you guys all later. I'll probably be doing a stream tomorrow. So, yeah. Actually, Ooh, I don't know if I will, because I still gotta finish up a short story. And I haven't even worked on it, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, bye bye.